All right, so you've seen them everywhere. Tune in to just about any talk show or health segment, and you're going to hear someone talk about trans fats. Well, now the Food and Drug Administration is taking steps to ban them. East Cooper Medical Center is the ABC News 4 hospital expert. Today, we are exploring trans fats with Dr. John Knepper, and we welcome him to the program right now. Dr. Knepper, thank you so much for being here. We do appreciate it.
Well, thank you for having me on the show.
Tell me about trans fats. What exactly were you talking about? You see them on potato chip bags, and some big companies have kind of made, moves to ban them already. But what exactly are we talking about when we say the word trans fats?
Trans fats are a subsection of unsaturated fats. In natural foods, you have saturated fats, which are the meats, the eggs, the dairy products that are solids at room temperature. Unsaturated fats are the liquids. Those are like the vegetable oils, canola oil, safflower oil, olive oil, flaxseed, things like that. Trans fats are a portion of those unsaturated fats. They're very limited in the natural setting. Most of them are derived artificially. And it's through a process called hydrogenation. It's where hydrogen is infused into these vegetable oils to make them more solid or semi-solids. And the purpose is to preserve shelf life of the vegetable oils and add texture, flavor, things like that.
So basically, this is a preservative or an additive in the foods that we're eating every day.
A lot of times it's considered that.
And you said before we were talking here during the break that it was really introduced into our foods not too long ago.
The trans fats were actually invented about late 1890s, somewhere in
Okay.
there. Entered into the food supply in 1910s, but they really came into use in the 1970s and 80s. At that time, we knew that saturated fats increased LDL. These are the natural saturated fats. They increased HDL, which increased heart disease.
So what exactly is the concern with these things? You mentioned heart disease. I mean, these things are not good for us.
They're not good for you, but in the 70s, the food manufacturers thought it would be a good idea to hydrogenate these vegetable oils, which were healthier, thinking they would get the benefit of the healthier oil with the products that they get with the saturated fats, which would give the texture and the flavor. Turns out that's not right.
Right.
In fact, the trans fats are very bad for you as far as LDL. It increases your bad LDL lipoprotein. It will decrease HDL levels, and it increases your heart disease.
So we're talking about heart disease, cholesterol issues as well?
Mm-hmm.
So kind of blockage of the arteries and that sort
Absolutely.
of thing. Are these the only kind of bad fats that we need to be worried about right now, trans fats?
No, the thing that sets them apart from saturated fats is that they increase LDL, bad cholesterol. They decrease the good HDL. Saturated fats that are naturally occurring in meats, they also decrease LDL. They also cause heart disease. So just because you don't have trans fat in your diet doesn't mean that you're not going to have heart disease.
Right. It's all about moderation.
Moderation and a heart-healthy diet.
Well,
Fruits,
tell us about some of the steps that we can take, some of the foods maybe that we should just get off our diet right now.
all of the good things in life, the chips, the cookies,
Exactly.
the microwave popcorns, certain frostings, sweets, things like that would be best if you moderate those to the best you can. And the heart-healthy diet is just outlined by fruits, vegetables, whole grains, eat calories just to maintain a weight, exercise,
Yeah.
best you can do.
So do you think that the FDA is going to get these trans fats banned, and then what is that going to mean to our diets? Do you think that that ultimately is going to solve the problem of heart disease in this country, or do you still need to really work at it?
You still need to work at it. These are particularly egregious little chemicals. They are very arthrogenic, and they can make things a whole lot worse. But their components are decreasing. They've decreased over the last couple of decades. I think now the American population consumes maybe an average about 1 gram of trans fat per day.
Wow.
It used to be 4.6 or higher back in the 70s and 80s.
And all of it is too much.
All of it's too much.
Dr. Knepper, thank you for your time. Appreciate the information. Great tips right there.
I appreciate you
For
having me
much
on.
more information, you can go to East Cooper Medical Center. You can visit our experts page, abcnews4.com/experts, and learn all about it. Get all the information you need right there for East Cooper Medical Center. That phone number or that website, just check us out. We'll be right back.